Look what I got. Welcome back to Sepulkrum. This is the GW-9300CM. This one came in the box. Right there. Japanese manual. Tin can with the camouflage. Part of the Men in Camouflage series, I believe. I'm going to put this away because I don't think I'm ever going to see that again. And the manual too. And the other one came in this generic G-Shock box. So this model is one of the most expensive variation of the 9300 Mudman. And I got lucky. I didn't pay a whole lot of money because these go for like $800, $900 each on eBay. And you can see that these are in really bad shape, especially this one. So I do have a new bezel. So what I'm thinking is I could probably clean this bezel and transfer it over to this one maybe. This strap look a little bit better than this one. They are carbon fiber, as you can see there. I do have new covers here, so this one with the orange I could transfer to this one and the new ones here, or it all depends on the condition of the glass because they're both scratched and they both have fogging, so I do have to remove both glasses here. This one has a scratch right here. I don't know if you can see it. Let me see. But they've been on my wave scepter station there, and I think that you see it right there. And it's only going to be more visible once I, polish the glass. So I have to take the watches apart, remove this stainless steel ring, polish the glass with cerium oxide here. I have a video on that. I want to leave you a link down below. And you basically have to mix that with distilled water, create like a milky substance, and then use your Dremel. And then there's a specific method on how to remove the glass because of the solar panel, so you don't break it. I also have a video on the first G9300 that I restored. It takes over a day that you have to leave the watch in glue gun. That way you soften the glue holding the solar panel. But the thing is that I have to polish the glass first. It's the best way. And then remove it. Well, polish the glass, then put it in the glue gun, wait 24 hours, and then remove the glass. And I don't think I'm going to be able to remove all the scratches because it just takes way too long. And even though the glasses are mineral, it is super difficult to remove scratches on these watches. You essentially would have to like sand them down. Start with a really rough grit, and it'll take forever. And you gotta be careful because it'll get warm, and then you can lose all the letters. And as far as I know, the glass is discontinued. Because I don't know if you can see it. This one has like a gray border all the way around, and no other model has that design. Look, this one is loose. This one is held in place with double-sided tape, so that's gonna be easier. So let's start taking them apart. All right, so both this series was released in 2015, March 2015. Both these watches, the one that's messed up or worse, is actually newer than the other one by 2 days. So this one is January 16, 2015, and this one is January 14, 2015, based on the batch code on the back cover. This is actually the GW-9300 that I always wanted, but I was not gonna pay $800, $900 for one of these. That was just not gonna happen. You know, I could live with a few scratches on the straps and maybe on the glass, because I could always hide the scratches on the glass with my little trick. The keeper, you can see they're metal. I think the GW-9400 comes with this same keeper, but this one, being that it's stainless steel, I could just sand it and polish it again. Not a big deal. See, this one has a little bit of stress mark, but it's at least it's not peeling, I think. Yeah, it is a little here, but it's in way better shape than the other. We'll see which one cleans up better. So my goal is to at least finish with one in pretty good shape, you know, that could sit in their collection just so I could look at it. And then the other one, I can customize it and use it freely, because I could, you know, install a screen protector there to hide the scratches, protect the glass, maybe use a different bezel, do whatever, but I get to use it with that color of faceplate and that glass, special glass. There's another model, the GY model, that came, this, as far as I know, this model was not available as a regular G without the multiband. The GY model was available, and that's the green version. It has a green colors here on the faceplate. I did manage to buy one, G9300, all messed up. I try to, if I remember, I'll put up a picture. Got it real cheap for like, I think it was like $15 or something, but I bought it for parts. The glass was destroyed. I managed to save the back cover, because on that one, the back cover here is green. Should I call it the back bezel? I think Casio calls it the back resin cover. The basic GW-9300 is gray. I got all the screws off. So these watches came in, and the batteries, look at all that gunk. The batteries were not fully charged. I charged them, and you can see that they've been steady at high, but the battery's got to be 11 years old, so I will be changing the battery. And since I'm going to be removing the glass, I'm not worried about this dirt right here falling inside the watch because everything is going to be taken apart. Oh, so look, this battery is even older. 14/8/1, so that's month 8. Is that August 2014? Look at that LCD. Beautiful design. It is the only one from the 9300 that comes like that. And I managed to order that LCD to put it on this. Remember, that module is the one I took out from this one. They basically swapped out module here. So I could just swap them again. The positive goes back to this one, or either way, it doesn't matter. I think I ordered 2 of them so I could use this LCD because I do like it better with that little, what is that, like orange design there. Let me open this one. The screws are the same. Oh, and by the way, this one, this model, the screws are not like dark. They are more like silver. On all the other GW-9300, the screws are like black. Not fully black, but tend to be black. And on the 30th anniversary 9330, on some of them are gold. Because I've seen some of them that come with black. If you go on the Casio part website, you can't order the gold screws anymore. Look at this beauty. That glass is also discontinued. Do you prefer the GW-9300 or the GW-9400? Because the GW-9400 also has a lot of variations. The difference is that with the 9300, all of them are basically 9300 except for that one that's 30th anniversary. With the 9400, a lot of people don't know, but there's a 9401, 9402, 9403, 9405, 06. I'm not sure about a 07. They all have different color buttons, different color bezels, and I think they're all from that series, what do they call it? The Earth and Sea, something like that. Whenever I get old watches like this, I'm worried about the lugs, because they could be broken. On the if I remember to put that picture up on that G9300 GY, the green one, it came with a broken lug, but again, it was really cheap. So, and I actually needed the solar panel to fix another watch, because the solar panel is not sold by Casio. The only way is to buy a whole case center. They don't sell that part. So this battery is 14/8W, almost the same. 14/8. Is that a T? Yeah, it's a T. So the last letter has got to be like the week or something. But you can see it's the same month and the same year. Same month, same year on the batteries. This one smells funny. The one that was all messed up. Look at that. Somebody tried to glue. Look at this crap. Somebody scraped it. They probably try to use like crazy glue or something. And there's supposed to be a nub here, and they messed it up. You see that? Lucky for me, I do have another case in perfect condition. So when I remove this glass, it's all gonna go back into the new case that doesn't have any of this. You see that little nub here? So this one is in pretty good shape. But you can see the scratch right there, look. Once you remove the module, you can see more of the scratches. This part here is gray. All right, so I need to get on polishing the glass and then setting this on some Goo Gone, and I'll be back. Mudman 9300 glass removal. Kind of nerve-wracking. But it is doable without breaking the solar panel. Check it out. I'm back. So look how this turned out. Let me get some more light in here. So this is the one that had the glue, and it still has the little knob. So this case is still good, but they did a horrible job with the glue. So you can see they also added glue to this piece right here, and I wanted to remove it just so it didn't get damaged, but it's in there. And like I mentioned before, I'm not going to use this case. I got another one. You can see it has the same piece right there. This one is in much better condition. So this one later on with a little bit more time, I'll lightly sand it and get rid of all the glue residue here. The glass also had glue, which I managed to remove while polishing it before removing it, and you can see that the scratches are still there. It's almost impossible to remove unless you spend hours and hours. So I'll be doing my hack to hide them. Look at the other glass. It's also scratched, but considering what I paid for these watches, I can't be mad. Now look, remember what I mentioned before. This watch is 2 days newer than this one. And look at the condition. Look at the back cover here. Or the back, I want to call it the back bezel. You see how it looks gray? This is supposed to be black. Like this. This is what lack of maintenance do to the watch. Or to the G-Shock. Look at this. So you can see this watch was abused. Somebody really beat this to crap. Look. This looks almost transparent. Look at the difference. Somebody's trash is my treasure. Because I'm not going to throw it out. pretty sure there's somewhere somebody with a broken strap like this that probably needs it. So look at the other one. Look at the difference in color. That's probably the sweat that ate through the color here. You see that? So this bezel looks pretty good. I do have a new one. These are the solar panels. They are nice and clean. Removed all the glue residue. This is also the, I think Casio called these one the 3H bezel and the other one the 9H bezel. These are also supposed to be black, and they're no longer black. They're like grayish. You can see they're all beat up. But like I mentioned, I was able to score a brand new. The regular GW-9300 and the G-9300 have the lettering in red, like this guy right here. I've shown you this in the past in a previous video. I said on that video that I think I needed to change the battery. I did a full charge with my Coolfire. They left it charging for, I think it was 2 days. This is what happens when people don't take care of their watches. And it's been 3 days and it's still on high. So this watch is from 2021. I have the warranty card. It came in this box. No, that's not the box. I lied. It's this one that has the sleeve. There's the warranty card. Has the date 2021. That's the day it was bought. Original manual. And based on the batch code on the back, let me get my notebook. Right, so based on the batch code on the back, this watch was made September 1st, 2020. So it's not even 6 years old. And you can see the condition. The strap, the bezel is brand new. The straps, these are the ones that came with the watch, which I did clean. There's no video on this watch, by the way. I've already done so many videos on the Mudmans that, look at this. You can see it has a little scratch right there, and right there, right there, right there, and right there. So these straps they came from Japan. That's the part number. If you buy them here, they're like over $100. But I bought a lot coming from Japan, and I was able to get them at a good price. So I couldn't pass it up because, you know, since it was a lot, I was saving on shipping. And you can see that this watch is now in mint condition. Look at this. So that's the second time right there. And now you get the date. Look at that. Beautiful. Have you ever seen one of these in this condition nowadays? Damn. So now I have the job of putting this together. I'm not going to use basically any of this. The stainless steel rings here, you can see that they're all beat up. I'm thinking maybe in the future I could sand this down, polish it up. maybe leave one polish and then try to paint another one. Maybe try to match that color, because I do have like 4 of these all beat up. But I am gonna install a new one. I do have new ones. And in the past, I've managed to find a blue one. You can see that one. The blue one is from a 9330B, I think it is. The other 30th anniversary, the one that comes with a negative display. And there you go. It's blue. Not easily available. So let me put all of this back together and I'll be back. Before I put all this together, let me show you the buckles, how they ended up looking. All nice and polished. Now the original, these are original. They're supposed to be brushed. And I think, let me put up a picture here of a brand new one. It goes from left to right. So I have here my titanium sponge here. Let's see how it works here on this stainless steel. What do you think? Now I have to repolish this area right here, and it should look brand spanking new. All right, let me continue. Which one is which? Can you tell? Mint. Can you say mint? Mint. Now I gotta check. So this is 14, this is 16, so this is the oldest one. This is the one that was really messed up. So I'm gonna put the straps on this one. Gotta put the screws, and on this one, I got this set right here. Let me put it on, I'll be back. All right, screws are in. I think this strap looks very nice with this watch with the orange stitching right here. This one is just gonna sit and look pretty in the collection. Look at that. If I ever find, I guess, another set of straps, I guess I'll put it on this one because it's also mint. Now, let me know what you think. Thank you for watching. Peace out. Boom.